In today's video, I'm going to show you my favorite camping and bushcraft tips, tricks, and hacks, so stick around. So on the sheath here, what I've done is I put a couple of bicycle inner tubes cut down on a band to create bands, and I have a mini Bic lighter. So I always have access to that. I can pull that out and use that. But what I've done is I've used one of these little photon lights that you get, keychain lights, and I've put that underneath the band, and I have it facing down. So then if I want to use the light without taking it off the sheath, I can use this as a task light to like read a map, look for gear in my pack, whatever. So it just gives me some options, but I really like having a little light on the sheath like that. These are very easy to put together. Most people, I think, when they load up their camp kitchen, it's usually just thrown into a Rubbermaid, and that can be a really big unorganized mess when you get to camp. Contents are shifting all over while you're driving. You know, there's no organization to it. And then as your camping trip progresses, you're digging through the bottom of these bins looking for items. And with a camp kitchen, you know, there's lots of little small things that you need and that really need some organization. So what we came up with is we use this Stanley Fat Max rolling toolbox as our camp kitchen, and it's worked out wonderfully. And then I got my folding bowl. This actually is a dog dish. Believe it or not, I got this off of Amazon. I think I got a pack of 2 of them for like, I don't know, $8 or something. It makes a fantastic noodle soup bowl. You may have seen this hack in one of my other videos from the past. It is something that I do with all my backpacks once I get them. And let me show you what this is. It's pretty simple. What I like to do is I like to take a piece of isomat and cut it down to the size of my backpack and slip that in my backpack. Now I have a kneeling pad, a sit pad, but more important, this makes a great way to fan a campfire and get a fire going. Now the first thing that you always want to have, or I always want to have in my backpack when I go out in the woods, is I want a way of hanging my backpack and getting it off the ground. Because right now I've got it sitting on the ground, and if the ground is damp like it is right now, that's going to be a problem. It's going to get my pack dirty. It could get the contents wet. But what I like to do is I like to carry these in all my bags, and this little toggle rope that I put together basically is about a 3-foot long cord. It's got knots every 5 to 6 inches, and on the end I've got a heavy-duty carabiner that's at least rated to 100 pounds. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap this around the tree. This is going to come back, and it's going to create a place to hang my pack. Let me show you. So obviously this is a thinner tree, so it's not too big of a deal. I don't have to use the whole thing, but that's why you have it 3 feet in case you get into bigger trees. You can wrap around those. But you put the carabiner on the closest knot that you can get to the tree, and then what's going to happen is I'm going to take my pack and lift it. I'm going to hang it from the carabiner Now I've got a way of keeping my pack off the ground, but I can also get into it a lot easier. I don't have to bend over. I can have it at a height that I can work comfortably with, and I can see where everything's at. Camping food can be bland, boring, and it can get very tedious when you're especially out in the woods for several days. So you need something to spice it up. And what I like to do is I like to find condiment packets, which are free in most restaurants and convenience stores, and add these to my meals. There are so many variety of these things out on the market that you can find them just about anywhere. Always a variety of hot sauces that I like to collect wherever I go. Parmesan cheese can be found at Italian restaurants and takeouts. Old Bay single servings. I don't even know where I got this at, but I found it somewhere, and when I did, I grabbed it because this is fantastic for seasoning fish when you're cooking over a campfire. Olive oil from Subway. And of course, cream and sugar to add to your coffee. These are everywhere in convenience stores and gas stations, so next time you're out filling up, pick up a few, throw them in your pocket, and then add them to your camp cooking kit, and now you have seasonings that you can add to all your food. One of the essential pieces of gear that we always have in our bushcraft bags, our survival kits, our camping kits, is a means to start a fire. Because fire is so important. It gives you the ability to cook food, to boil water for purification, and to keep you warm, and also to boost your morale. So let's take a look at this kit that I put together, and I'll show you what I put in here. I take a Tyvek envelope from the post office and I turn it inside out, and then I turn that in. That is my case for my my grill, and that way the inside of my pack does not get dirty, and then you can wrap that up in the rubber band. So having a small grill is, in my book, especially when you're bushcrafting, is a great thing to have. This isn't a tip or a trick, this is an item. This is the Snow Peak Hot Lips. If you have never seen one of these, you need to find one, because if you cook over a fire or a stove with a metal cup, you're always going to be burning your lips. But with the Hot Lips, this little silicone guard clips onto the edge of your cup, and now you can drink from a metal cup without burning your lips. Fantastic item. Probably the only other thing that's kind of goes with my shelter system is I carry a Tyvek sheet. This is just what they use, you know, in construction. I carry a hunk of this, and what I do with this is sometimes when you're camping, hammock camping in particular, the ground may be wet, damp or muddy. You can throw this down underneath your hammock, so now you get a dry, clean place to get out of your hammock, put your shoes on, lay your stuff out when you're organizing your gear. So it's a lightweight, waterproof barrier that you can put underneath your shelter, and it just makes life a little bit more easy. I hope some of these tips and tricks helped you guys out. When I first started camping, there was a lot to learn, and now we have YouTube, and there's so much great information out there. Leave some comments down below with some of your favorite tips and tricks and hacks. Share them with everybody. And as always, thank you so much for watching my videos. Please be sure to check out the affiliate links down below. Check out the Facebook group. It is getting huge. We're about to hit 10,000 members on Facebook. Fantastic community of people sharing information. Lots of tips and tricks and hacks on that. And also check out Instagram and my Amazon store. And if you're interested, we have new Prepared Wanderer Velcro patches. These are in the store right now. Link down below. Go to Big Cartel Prepared Wanderer and you will find these for sale. Fantastic patches. They look great. Also stickers. and some other cool swag. So thanks for supporting the channel, and we'll see you next time on The Prepared Wanderer.